What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're going to talk about Cccx today. Down about 6% on the day, popping a little bit after hours, so held decently well today. I know we had a little bit of a sell-off in the market, but basically with this one, it's up over 100% on the month. These pullbacks / mini corrections are very healthy, and you do need to see that. This thing started at $10, almost tapped $30. I believe it hit 27.50 or something like that. 27.50 is its 52-week high. So we have corrected a bit, and if you look on the weekly and the monthly, we were overbought quite a bit, so correcting and coming down is good. Obviously kind of lost that uptrend, but holding very well. As far as the flow goes, not too much, but we did see around that 22 spot for this Friday, that 15 strike. So in the money, obviously, to help negate theta and stuff, but 138K. So maybe expecting a pop heading into the end of the week. But this correction was, it's pretty healthy as long as we hold that 20 spot. And I'm kind of getting over into the chart. So in yesterday's video, I talked about the gap. I said we were going to come down and fill that gap, and hopefully we pop from there. But this was just, gaps love to be filled, and that's why you don't really want to chase too much at the highs when there's gaps below. Now these, not every gap has to be filled. Like I don't expect the ones down here to get filled very soon, maybe one day, but when they're closer like this, it's just kind of a magnet. So we filled that one today, and hopefully we pop back up. But the monthly VWAP is at 2033. I think this is a pretty big spot to hold here. Definitely want to hold this trend line. We popped off of it today. So if we break that, your next spot, I'm looking at 2033 and then 19. If we break below all of this, then 16 to 17 likely trades pretty fast. Depends what IWM's doing on overall market and these quantum stocks. So that is what we have for this one right now. As far as my position goes, I added some shares today and just switched over to shares, took profits on the calls, set stop losses at in profit. I think everyone should do that, especially if you work full time and you can't always watch the market. Just make sure you're protecting that capital, especially on faster moving speculative stocks like this. I only had November expiration, so just wanted to protect those gains. But I'll be looking to add more calls out to January this next time on a dip buy opportunity. And last up, just a few Twitter posts that stood out to me. So after the warrants are exercised and everything is fully diluted, Cccx will stand at a $5.5 billion market cap, which is, much cheaper than the other quantum stocks right now. It's all relative, but they're all trading, much, much higher. So this one's a bit cheaper, and they actually have a lot to show for it, given, the investor presentation and everything. Next up, the partnership with Nvidia. So basically, the CEO was talking about how Inflection's Q-Chop algorithm, when combined with Nvidia's CUDA-Q acceleration, achieve 42x speedups over CPU. Only methods for financial compute applications. So, that sounds great. Then the patents by Inflection, they have 85 US patent families. And then it says no wonder they have 130 plus PhDs. And we talked about that in the investor presentation as well. And then I know that Nvidia does have an event coming up soon. And then they say that it was disclosed 30 minutes ago that Cccx and Nvidia partnership details look like a lot of big news to come very soon. So, I kind of want to hang out in this one with shares. Holding shares isn't that big of a deal. I know holding options is a little bit, it's harder to hold those because they move so fast. But that's why I kind of just switched over to shares for now. I still think this one has room to run, and I can just hang out in shares, no big deal. If I could catch an options trade on this, I will. But right now, I'm just more comfortable with how it's moving, just chilling in shares. So let me know if you guys are trading this one or interested in this one at all, long term, short term, just to trade. Let me know. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one.